Do. How do I sound with the new chord? Oh, that's actually way better. Kind of. Hmm. Let me change a couple things. How does this much sound? Not as bad, at least. Okay, what if I just max it out? Might as well just have it down. How about this? Oh. Oh. Okay. Am I like, what's it called? Okay, well, whatever. This is fine. If I just turn. I'm gonna turn this up. Okay, man, I really don't know how to get rid of that. Was this the max or is... Okay, so if I'm like kind of talking. Hmm. I turn this down and up on the amp. Okay, then I turn this up. How does that sound? That's a little better. Now this is hard. Up. Up. Oh wow, that's so... Oh, that's way too much. How's this? Too little? Oh, this is gonna be... This is so bad. Ooh, Jay! How's it going? I'm trying to figure out my audio. Oh, your mic volume. Yes, sir. So I'd have this, and then that's... I think it's too loud. Turn down a little bit. Okay. Oh, now it's too low. I'm at 50% volume and 100% on Twitch, so that the average volume. You're still too... So I think this is a decent amount. I'm still getting some interference though, is the only issue. They up it by 50%. Man, I feel like that's... I have like a limiter, and it's like hitting it. I just turn down noise. I do need to turn it up. Back. I will agree with you on that. All right. Does this sound decent for you? Yeah, perfect. Okay, I'll just leave it. I gotta stay close to my mic though, so I'm not enough. I never use like mic monitoring, so like hearing myself back on my stream is so weird. Ugh. All right. What am I doing? I did a pause menu yesterday. Boom. And I broke. It's not working. Never mind, I didn't make one. Widgets. Pause. I think it's on my button. Button resume. We have to put remove after. Okay, so something. What am I doing wrong? Yeah, get my player controller. Set to game only. Set show mouse cursor to false. And remove from parent. And it's not doing any of that. Oh, it's because I'm not turning that off. Is set game pause to now you work. Yes. Was one thing I wanted to try. If I set input to game and UI, will I be able to hit my pause button again, just unpause? I guess don't hide. And then set game pause. Let me make the look the same though. Okay, I don't know how to set that up right. Wait, is this that's still working? Yeah. If I have that selected, what does that do? Yeah. Alright, so that's not working. I'm just going to set this to UI only and then figure it out later. And then I need to leave a comment that this stuff doesn't work. And we have tech debt. Let's go. That means we're doing something. What do I want to do? There was one idea I had. Why that's full screen like that? Never seen that before. Where is my action? Get all these out. Pull up my action. I think I want to pull this earlier. Do I? Like this currently works on a singular mouse click, but I want to do, or when I hold it. Press and hold trigger will be ongoing while the user is holding down the key. Time threshold has not been yet met. Do I really want to do that though? I don't think so. I want to figure out what I want to figure out. There we go. Is that going under? Open up my map. I need to figure out how to. So these expand and like shrink based on the center. I was thinking of like adding gravity or something, because I don't want it to. Like however they act right now, I don't want. That makes sense. Yeah. Like scale from the root, I guess. Design decision to allow players to shrink and expand cubes. Yes. That is my terrible design decision. I want it to expand and scale from like the root, not the center of it. I don't know if that makes sense. It's probably more complex than I think it's gonna be. Report. Let me look at, and you would need to change position as you change its scale to make it appear as it's expanding from the root. I see. It is gonna be, because that's what I thought I was gonna have to do. It sounds so hard. Actually, no, it shouldn't be, right? If it's growing, I make it scale up Z, however you would like to pronounce it. There was, because when I was working on movement, I was doing like the interp to movement component, and it seemed like for that everyone was using like workarounds to actually get it to what they wanted, to actually get it to do what they want it to do. I had the great idea doing a timeline, and that just made it more confusing for movement. I'm assuming I want to move Z up, take, probably lerp the same thing. Set world scale, set world position. If it's shrinking, position needs to be decreased, and if getting larger, position needs to be increased. That makes sense. World offset could work. I'll try the world offset. I was doing like position, and I guess I was like inputting coordinates, probably. I was just teleporting everywhere. World position off. Evaluate, get initial. add world offset. I'm gonna put this. There's the default scale. Get world offset. Actually, where's my begin play? Add world offset. It's a world offset node. No one ever. I'm never gonna know exactly what it is. I think you're still right. Add world offset queue default scene. And you get my initial position. Evaluate, update, initial, evaluate. You got it already. That world position offset, disable distance. Initial, evaluate, world position offset. Okay, now they're just adding words to something that no one's gonna know. I guess people are gonna use it, but starting out like it's so hard to understand. Those are lawed. Whoops. Ray tracing. Transform. Level of detail, not transformation, but you already have the add world offset function in your boot. Yes. I get my cube. I'm assuming if it's add world offset, I don't need my initial because it's adding. So if I just straight up lerp it. If I need to go down, I need to multiply this by -1. Might even do that. Bang. Now what does it do? I gotta find my right. Well, I can't look under my screen, that doesn't help. Does it come back though? When you're changing the scale of cubes, I'd recommend simply setting a target scale and target position value for the cube ID and lerp the current values target values in a cube manager up function. You sound like you know what you're talking about. Target scale. Target. Oh no, you're putting that in quotations, so those are going to be variables. Target scale and target position be your own variable. Oh, I read your mind. I figured it out. This needs to be slower. So I'm doubling. And you should assign IDs to each cube. To refer them, ID equals 0 is the first cube, ID equals 1 is the second cube. So with IDs, I'm assuming that's in like the game instance or game mode. Or like it's gonna, that's somewhat related or involved. But like not right now, I don't have to do that. But I do need to ID them, yeah. Sweep hit ID can just be the index of a list. You could create list objects, and the object's index in that list is its ID. I see. That's like an inventory system, but like world. I need this to lerp. I'm doubling and halving. I divide the lerp by 2 and then multiply it by -1. That might get me where I want to go. See what that does. That does nothing. I'm just gonna start putting in numbers. And you can just be this. What the fuck did I just do? Oh, I'm not reversing, I don't think. I am reversing. Oh my god. I am horrendous. Can I reverse? Do I have to flip it back? Can I reverse? Oh my god. Because like I get to the end, and because I'm dividing and multiplying, when it goes to reverse and goes back, it just continues. Huh. You need debug log the lerp's return value. Yes. You can easily see what you're working with. That I can. Simply Mario XD with the Chewbacca. Welcome. I am moving and scaling a cube. And this is probably the hardest thing I've ever done. I don't know what my screen's gonna look like. The ultimate task. Yes. Moving a cube. Wow, I completely understand the numbers it's giving me. I didn't even read any of them. Those are decimals. Because it goes 1 to 2. Which, now that it's going from 1 to 2, since it's not going below 1, it's breaking everything. Goes from 1 to 2 and then 2 to 1. Yes. And then the scale needs like 0 to 1 and 1 to 0. I think. At least that's what it seems like it wants. Because, so, I guess, oh, I need to subtract 1. I subtract 1. Bink. And now it's not moving. I think the value might be too low to notice. Maybe. As soon as it gets to 2, then it like actually does stuff. Go back. Do it right by subtracting 1 from it first. The only issue is that it just keeps going down, it doesn't come back. So if I do, what kind of game are you making? It's going to be like a puzzle, adventure, exploration. The plan is to make it a Metroidvania, just like every other game developer. Except it's a puzzle. Oh, I'm doing something different. If I make a boolean in a branch, so like this can start like it is reverse. That makes sense. And then I can branch The adding and subtracting world offset. I think that's the play. Is reverse. I want to set it. True. And then I think I want to set, make sure it's false. And I can branch it here. Branch. So if I'm going forwards and I am not reverse, I want to add. And then I am reversing. I'm going to skip the negative. Yeah. How long have you been doing game development? I want to say a couple years, but really that's just like messing around, being stuck in tutorials for a couple years and doing only stuff I thought was fun. But like, this is gonna be the first project I actually try to finish. I've done like main game mechanics. I've done absolutely nothing with like animation, skeletons, what else? Materials. Like the coding stuff I actually enjoy. I kind of just only did those. And it was just interfaces and components, so not much. And I've been working on this project for like a week. Oh, very new. Oh, fatal issue. Target must have a connection. Yes, now you do. I have a love-hate relationship with animating. I just wish, so people are gonna hate me for this, but I wish AI is good enough you can actually like get animations and models for, but it's like for like quick prototyping and you send it to an artist or an actual animator and you like have them clean it up. I just wish it was good enough I could animate with it. It's not gonna. It came back up! It came back up! I was right by subtracting one, but subtracting by one is too much. I subtract by 0.5. Subtract. No, not date time. If I do minus 0.5? Yeah. Okay. Get rid of this. Look at that. Look at that there. Oh. Why is this? What am I doing? That needs to be positive. Okay. We're getting there. 7. So if I need this to be 1 block high. We are so close. Wait. I'm supposed to be having it go up. What am I doing? why it seems so weird. This negative on the reverse. Oh, that looks way better. The whole that breaks it. Oh, not really anymore. Is that just going too fast now? Did I just break it? No, I was doing something. Why does it do that? It is working. I can't subtract by more than 1. Adding another lerp, trying to break it. What are you trying to get it to do? So since the cube, when I scale it to like 2x, it scales from like the center. So if I have like this scales, goes, but I want it to like have, I want to hold the bottom and just have it, you know. But it's going up too much. Looks so weird. Oh, I know why. It scales by the pivot point. That, yes. And it's also not moving until the lerp gets past like, because the lerp return value is lower when it's shrinking and higher when it gets larger. Yeah. It just does like, so this is so weird. Like I could do astrophysics as soon as I finish this. It's 2, I think it's -1. This is closer. Not right, but closer. Wait, it's not. Since you subtract by 1, it goes from 1 to 2. 1. Oh, yeah. Because it's comes off after the subtract. It seems like it works for the start. Because I don't really see it doing anything. Yeah, it's like right at the end. Maybe that's the angle. So 0 to 1 and 1 to 0. Yes. How lerp works, maybe. Try slurp. Slurping. What is an S? Spherical interpolation between quaternions. What does this mean? Are these vectors? What's W? Rotation data objects? There's still a W. Probably let's do ERP. Interp. I think this is what I want. That sounds. Yeah, there's W in quaternions. That is way too much. Reach target transfer. Nice move. Okay, what can I split you in? I think if I T interp, then I can actually. Oh, I think lerp is just not a good idea. I'd simply set world scale by adding constant value. Then use that same constant value to add offset. Ah, you're cooking. That's, I think, because I just found this and I was gonna try it with this. So I think I still want to keep my reverse. But my delay is also breaking something. That update that finishes. Oh, that's why it's breaking. Because it goes to reverse and it hits finish at the reverse. And then this is doing funky stuff. So I need another branch, which is like suboptimal. But if reverse is false, I want it to delay. This is something else, but and then I don't want it to delay when it's finishing the reverse. Okay, so that's fine. Now I can actually work on this stuff. I need some space. If I have, I can do. What do I want to do? If I add world location, or what's it called? Get my target. Oh, if man, this is so hard. Okay, so if what's it? Oh, what's the thing that's invisible? Billboard. I'll add a billboard. So my cube. This first of. Yeah, I think that's or whatever. That's a scale of 1. That's like 2 meters. There's 50 meters or 50 units. Just add 0.01 until it reaches target scale. Larger. I see. So 150. I'm just trying to visualize it first. That's the center. So at the center. Oh, this is so much math. So if I double the cube, I just double the center, right? So now I have the position and my target. So if I don't even know what I'm doing that. I'm just gonna do what you're saying. You're smarter than I am. Add by 0.01 until it reaches target scale and add offset. Negative 0.01 if it gets larger. And the exit if it reaches the target scale of 2. That's what I do. Or add 0.01 when the cube is getting larger. Okay. If I target location, what if this get world location, and this is the target. And then default scale is the current scale. Wait, I want current. I'll just put current up top. Where's my cube? Here's my cube. Get world location. Oh, I need to set it. That's why everything breaks. Gameplay. Remote. Original. Default location. And set that. I also probably need to change this target and set that. Target location. Get target location. Target scale is just 2. Default scale. Location. Target. Then, oh, this doesn't do anything. I have to plug that into stuff. That's an issue. Herp. Wait. Just add 0.01 until it reaches target scale and add offset by 0.1. Okay, I'll go to this later. Add by guessing. Just get rid of this stuff. Wait, no. Just add by 0.01 until it reaches target scale and add offset by negative 0.01. I'm doing that. Then go from value 0 to 1. That gives me my 0.01s. And then, where am I? I'm doing this completely backwards. I feel like when I'm adding 0.01, that has to be in like a for loop with how you're saying it. Lerp. This is just really messy since you're not separating concerns. An update function that does something every frame. There is not. Or there is, but I'm not using it. Let's clean this up. Yes, I know I'm just deleting stuff. there's the world offset. Couldn't you use a scene component as your pivot? Scale from that. Make a scale from the bottom. Probably. So if I set this is multiplying. So if I just add plus and float. That adds up to double the scale. Yes. And then it goes back. That would be better solution, but it would be better to learn from this problem. Depend on if you prioritize results over learning. That's the real issue. Do I want to learn or do I just want to finish it? Let's try this. I'm now adding try this. Multiply this by -1. Not need to shrink there. Go up there. It's like they need two different timelines almost. Alright, scene component. So I know there's like an interp to movement component. This I had a hell of a time trying to do or use. Back to server and because I would have to do ping pong and then like enable and disable ticks repeatedly. But I would have the target like scale. Not target scale, but I would have the target location. And this a little bit by the I have to add 50 or so. And then I would have to activate that like right here. I trip to movement. Where is auto activate? Nope. Activate. I'll install Unreal Engine since I'll be using it eventually anyways. I primarily use Unity Engine. Let me know if you would want me to send you blueprint examples to help. An actual component itself, if you search it, you can attach it to the bottom of your mesh and parent your mesh to it in the viewport. Damn, you know this much about Unreal, BlueJ, and you use Unity? That's pretty impressive. But I guess it's like all kind of coding. It's probably kind of the same. But like, what is it? Because Unity is more like hard coding. They don't have blueprints, I don't think. I will let you know if I want blueprint examples. Not right now, though. I want to try to figure this out. Simply Mario. I'd look up the scene component itself so you can attach it to the bottom of the mesh. Parent your mesh to it in the viewport. Oh, so like the default scene root, like that thing. Scene component. I probably just had to like make one. It's gonna be horrible. I'm gonna just stick it in here. I did use Unreal Engine before. I made some inverse pneumatic prototype and blueprint screenshots of me completing the same task that you're trying to accomplish, but in a few minutes. Sticking your tongue out. So I don't mean to brag, but I'm what you call a 10x developer, because I take 10 times as long as you take. You don't have to make one when you click add. Use one under utility. Boom. Scene component. I have to make this a child of the box? Bottom of your mesh, then parent your mesh to the viewport. I'm GigaChad developer. Yes. Legitimately, you are. Don't make it a child yet. Go to the viewport tab. Okay. Whoops. It's a child. No, now it's not. Oh, I see. Oh, and then use that as your new pivot point. That's what I've been looking for. That's how you do that. I have a little velociraptor. So now how do I set this as a pivot point? Make your mesh a child of that scene component, not the other way around. What about this one? So I can't, the default component, I can't. Not letting me child this. Because of this thing? Like component is inherited and cannot be. Oh, it's because of here. Because it's a child thing. But add my scene component. And then move this down. Below. And I take my cube. I compile that. How bad, how fucked is everything? Blueprint bad. Alright, so which one's inherited? Which one's not? Oh. Just leave that one, hope for the best. Okay. Oh god. What were you connected to? Oh. No more errors. Now I have the new pivot point. Does that just fix it? Or do I still gotta like actually do stuff? What did I do to this thing? Delete. Let's delete that. I don't want to deal with that. You have to fix your timeline now. Yeah. Yeah, I do. Oh. Hmm. You're scaling from the scene component, not your mesh. I go. What's this? I just delete that. Grab the scene component. Stick it in everything. Think you need the world offset anymore? Probably not. Oh, that's right. I don't, because the whole point in adding that is to get rid of these. Or I make too much a problem. Is that like flat? I think that is. Oh, I'm actually so stupid. Like, this is something I could have just Googled as well, probably. Like, how to reset a root. And I had that idea, and then I egoed and just did a bunch of math. Oh. Save all. How do these all look now, though? Did I break everything? Oh, these all are all fine. And I don't even have to like multiply and do a bunch of complex stuff. It's just that. And I don't even need reverse. Don't need that branch. Oh, I do need it. Why did I delete it? Alright, dude. Doing it so I'm making a cube. Who would have thought it so hard? Oh my god, and I tried to do that. I was gonna do quaternions, and then this is like 6 vectors. I don't even know what quaternions are. Imaginary numbers. Solving for I. Can I just that won't this doesn't set false. I think that's fine. Wow, that looks so simple. And that oh yeah, that works perfect. Time to do it to everything else now. So this one needs a is reverse. Branch. False. Set it to true. This out of the way. This here. Scene component. I just deleted my default scale. Got the target. I think where am I subtracting? So no, this is subtracting. Yeah? Wait. This is adds 0 to 1. So this where am I at? 0, 0.5. Ugh. Now I just have to do the inverse. Surely it just works completely fine. And then subtract. I have a feeling this is gonna be completely different than I think it's gonna do. If I go here, alright, that's perfect. I can see it fine. Gotta find it's perfect. I had to inverse this because I'm subtracting. So I start this at 0. Then go to 1. We're not going to 1. Let's just do 0.5. Okay, these work fine. As intended. Oh, I've received a secure message. I should probably finish the paperwork on starting that company. I probably have like 3 legal documents due and I did none of them. But these are just done. For now, at least. I don't have anything more to do to these. You're starting a company. So I have like a also event tick is the update function I was referring to. Yes. I just don't use it because I have to be optimal. Even though this is gonna be so bare bones, I could probably put event tick on everything and work just fine. Was it? Because I want to have like a. Because this I'm gonna stick on a Steam, hopefully, and then I have to put that under something. I would prefer not to get sued and lose everything to my name. if that happens. That's fine. All fine. Wait, I missed what you said. Oh yeah, so I guess I'm starting a game studio for to put the game under, so that when I get sued, I don't lose everything to my name. If that happens, I would rather be careful and like get lucky than not be prepared and be unlucky. But I also have a bunch of legal documents due for it that I just didn't do. We'll be publishing this game to Steam. That's the plan. You're gonna feel so much better about anything you make when you see this on Steam. Right now, it just looks like the game toddlers play, and it's like square hole goes, square block goes in this square hole. That's kind of what this looks like. Yeah, I see. I already have my game on Steam. If you remember, yeah, I have it wishlisted. I got 2 more months to beat you. I'm going to be in zero company, just self proprietorship or whatever. So I know starting a company. So I'm not. This isn't legal advice. The cylinder goes in the. You guessed it. The square hole. The rectangle goes in the square hole. Triangle goes in the square hole. But yeah, so I'm not a lawyer. I can't give legal advice. I strongly recommend to go see a lawyer, but technically, I'm not getting paid because I'm not even partnered or whatever. I'm not making any revenue. I can say whatever the hell I want. It's it's like just recommended by tax professionals, and like you probably don't need one, especially for like just like starting out. Um, but it's to protect any assets like your computer, cash you make from it, because you have like an umbrella company and the service, and it gets super complex and complicated because it's all law stuff. But you should be fine without one. To be honest, self proprietorship's just fine. I know tax wise, company is supposed to be better. Just depends on like how long you plan on like releasing games, I guess. I'm not a tax professional. Seek actual tax advice from someone who can give it. Oh, let me make sure these are both fine. Yeah, I was working on this. Just world location. None of this works. This doesn't do anything and I set it. This is lined up in the scene components where I want it. What about this one? Okay, honestly, I'll stick with zero company since I believe I have some rights against those. You may want to sue me via publishing on Steam. Like you'll always have some, and you'll probably win more than likely. But it's like a worst case scenario kind of thing, which doesn't happen all that often. Most people don't, and they end up fine. Most people don't start companies until like you can live off of it, because it does take quite a bunch of time legally and paperwork and back end. But you should be fine. I just do it because it's like I've I had like a holding company, then I was gonna do like my game studio under that. Like streaming wise, um, the service rendered is through my studio. My studio will own nothing and borrow or rent from the holding company. Let's say I commit like copyright fraud or something, infringement, and someone tries to go after me. They can only go after the revenue I make in the future because of the holding company. And the holding company doesn't like do any provide business services to a point, of course. And then like assets, computer, or if I do something personally, it's all protected. Theoretically, there's definitely loopholes probably to get after things, or I forget to file something correctly and everything goes to shit. And this was a waste of time. Ugh. But I did do what I planned on doing. Learned a lot. Impact normals. Next time I work on this, gonna be more math. But I think I actually have to do math this time because I have to get like directions or full faces. I don't know. That's my pause menu. I still have this open. Oh. What be it for me tonight? You should be completely fine still with no company. Thank you guys for the help. I think was it? I think tomorrow is gonna be a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be. Yes. Appreciate you guys. Have a good night.